Alright, so here's a little bit of an update. I know that I haven't posted much on YouTube, and the main reason is that I'm having a lot of issues with pretty much my laptop in general and my tablet. So I've run out of space on my tablet where I thought I could, make more room on there, which is unfortunate. So me and Chris sat down and I ordered a new laptop, and it's going to be a big game changer for the channel. This laptop will do a lot more than what I'm even capable of doing, and I'm looking forward to learning on it. It's definitely going to improve the editing and make it better for y'all, and hopefully I can actually make more content where now I'm completely out of room on everything I've got, considering my phone's out of room, my tablet's out of room. Technically my laptop's not out of room, but it's just so old that it won't keep up with what we're doing. I have trouble editing on it. The editing software half the time don't even work. It freezes, I lose stuff. So we got a new laptop coming. I'm going to try to make this one tonight and get this out for y'all. But a little update on the card. We've had some issues. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything like that. We've had some pretty bad issues. And nothing against the motor, more just aiming towards the EFI system. This is my first EFI system, so once we got it running and broke in, we were able to get it through a heat cycle and get it broke in. So that was a good thing. Now the motor's ready to go. And we've just had some issues with overfueling. I think the O2 sensor's not good in it because when I try to shut it off, the car just does not like it, or I should say the EFI system doesn't like it. So there's a ton of stuff that we're having to deal with right now with this EFI system. And the EFI system's great. I mean, it's a great idea. I wouldn't have went with anybody else on the EFI system. I know there's a lot of companies that make them out there, but Holley does make a great product, and they do stand behind it. Just the biggest issue that I have is with the tech line calling Holley for tech advice, it makes it hard because you're talking to 3 or 4 techs in literally a week, and it takes you anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes to get a hold of them. I did try to reach out to a couple of them about just emailing me, because it would be easier. And the first guy that I talked to about it, he never ended up emailing me, so I don't know what happened there. I know it's pretty hectic right now with everything going on in the world. But hey, shoot me an email. It's not that hard. The second guy I talked to, he actually did end up emailing me. Gave me his contact information for emailing him back, and I have emailed him back because I have run into more issues, but he has not emailed me back. I'm still waiting for that email. But so pretty much just to summarize it, we had an overfueling issue. I followed out a set of plugs. We changed out the plugs. I ended up putting a fuel pressure gauge up here on the unit to see what we thought that was an issue. I did go with a 255 liters per hour fuel pump, so we thought that might have could have caused a little too much fuel pressure at the regulator. So we ended up being fine on that. With it running, it's probably right at about, I think it's like 68 psi, which Holley has assured me that's within their qualifications for fuel pressure. They want to see at least 58. But so we got that issue fixed. I think that ended up being, so what we figured out on that is some of the specs that I had put into the computer when you first do the startup on this. Like you have to do the size of the motor, the cam size, and a couple other little things. I had too much of a cam in here, which, I asked my engine builder, I'm like, what kind of cam is in here? Is it a street strip, or is it a stock, mild, or race? He told me it was a street strip. His street strip version might be different than Holley's street strip version. They don't give you an actual like diagram of what size cam is street strip and what is mild and stock. So Holley told me to back it down to stock to mild. That would lessen the fuel. And then we also changed out the AFRs. We bumped up the AFRs on idle to 14.5 just to lower the fuel, which I do plan on later on taking this car to a guy that I have out in Lebanon that does dynos, and having him actually go through and do me a full tune on this system, because to be honest, the self-learn mode on this thing is all right, but I don't want to rely on it. It's already made me break down once. I got stuck down the road. But other than that, what we're dealing with now is my IACs, which are pretty much just your idle air control. When I put this system in, I'm that type of guy that I'm like, I don't need instructions, I just look at a couple pictures and I install it. Which I did pretty good just for looking at a couple pictures and watching a couple YouTube videos. I'm not no mechanic. I do paint and body for a living, so I'm always tinkering with cars, and it's been a biggest passion of mine to build a third gen, and that's what we've done. Yes, I should have read the instructions more, and that is my fault. But we're working on getting the IACs down, and my throttle cable is wore out. So that's what I'm getting ready to go do now. I'm actually getting ready to go jump in the Integra and run down to O'Reilly's and see if they can order me a throttle cable. If they can't order me a throttle cable, I'll probably end up ordering one off of, like, I don't know, eBay or something like that. But yeah, the throttle cable's just, it's got 205,000 miles on it. That's what the car's got when I got it. So it's a little wore out, and just the linkages need to be, tightened up. I did try to kind of like jerry rig it just for the time being, but it's causing issues with the throttle not going back to its zero state on the throttle position. So, and instead of having any more issues with that, just for the fact of the throttle cable could stick on it, which is very doubtful considering that I've got 2 return springs on it. I just don't see it sticking wide open. But just for the safety aspect of it, I was gonna drive the car today, but we're just gonna go ahead and run down to O'Reilly's and get some parts. But guys, I wanted to update you on everything that's going on, just because I know that we haven't posted anything. But if you guys please stick around, and if you see this video and you like what you see, and or the other videos, please like and subscribe. It makes me want to put out more content, which I will be putting out a lot more content once I get my computer. But guys, for now, we'll catch you later.